Okay, so you've given us a real selection of live scores and tables this Saturday.
It looks like you're having a proper football feast, Premier League, Scottish Premiership.
Yeah.
Even some championship action in the mix. You're really covering it all today. October 20th, 2024.
Where should we even begin?
Well, this blend of leagues is interesting. It suggests you're not just following, specific teams, but rather you're captivated by the bigger picture
Yeah.
of how these leagues intertwine. It speaks to a real appreciation for the sport's intricate tapestry.
And there's a lot of that tapestry to unravel today.
Hmm.
Let's head north to the Scottish Premiership first.
Okay.
You've got Celtic and Aberdeen both tied at the top with 21 points.
Yeah.
Aberdeen winning every single match this season. 13 for 13. You must be on the edge of your seat watching them,
Yeah.
knowing their streak is on the line every week.
It's phenomenal, and what makes it even more impressive is their defensive record.
Only 5 goals conceded all season. That's the fewest in the league's history at this stage. A testament to their tactical discipline.
Wow, 5 goals. That's incredible. Makes you wonder if anyone can crack that code. Speaking of which, Dundee United are up next week at Pittodrie.
Right.
Could this be the match where Aberdeen's luck finally runs out?
Dundee United's history suggests they won't be a pushover.
Their European Cup run back in the 80s, which Simon McMahon highlighted in his notes,
Right.
shows they've got the pedigree for an upset.
But this Aberdeen side is something special.
Yeah, it's almost like we're seeing a modern-day echo of that classic Aberdeen spirit, isn't it? Which, of course, brings us to their upcoming clash with Celtic. I'm curious, could Jimmy Thielen be this generation's Alex Ferguson?
Outmaneuvering Brendan Rodgers, just like Ferguson used to do to Davy Hay.
It's a tantalizing thought for Aberdeen fans, that's for sure. Thielen certainly has them playing with a similar fire and spirit.
Remember Aberdeen's 1983 European Cup win against Real Madrid?
Yeah.
That same tenacity is palpable now.
Mm-hmm.
However, let's not forget, Rodgers is a strategic mastermind himself.
Right.
That match is going to be electric.
The championship, though, talk about a league where anything can happen. You've got wild swings at both ends of the table.
Absolutely.
Teams pulling off stunning comebacks, others struggling to find their footing.
It's a pressure cooker, that's for
Yeah?
sure. And this weekend perfectly encapsulates that unpredictable nature.
Absolutely. Take Cardiff City, for example. Remember how you pointed out their struggles early on?
Right.
Well, they seem to have flipped the script, haven't they?
Indeed, crushing Plymouth 5-0 is no mean feat.
Especially considering Plymouth's own erratic form this season. As you noted, they're a bit of a wild card capable of brilliance one week and baffling inconsistency the next.
Yeah.
This win for Cardiff could be a real turning point for them.
I bet that 5-0 victory was satisfying to see. But while Cardiff's climbing, some teams are still searching for that winning formula. Preston North End, for instance.
Right.
It's almost like their FA Cup win was a blip in the matrix. A parallel universe moment. You followed their journey closely.
Yeah.
What do you think is the missing ingredient for them to find that same magic in the league?
It's a fascinating conundrum, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've proven they can reach those heights, but replicating it consistently seems to be the challenge.
Right.
Perhaps it's a matter of squad depth, or maybe it's the psychological pressure of being the hunted rather than the hunter.
Whatever the reason, it's clear they haven't yet translated their cup form into consistent league performance.
And speaking of inconsistent league performances, West Ham fans must be feeling a bit puzzled right now.
Tottenham really took them to task in that London derby.
Yeah.
A 4-1 final score.
That second half collapse was brutal to watch. West Ham simply couldn't cope with Tottenham's attacking prowess.
It's a stark reminder of the razor-thin margins that exist in the Premier League. One moment you're riding high.
The next you're left reeling from a heavy defeat.
It makes you realize every point is precious in this league. Tottenham's win temporarily lifts them to 6th.
Right.
But for West Ham, this loss piles the pressure on Lopetegui. And then, of course, you've got that relegation battle brewing at the bottom.
Oh. Ipswich, Everton, Southampton, Leicester, all in danger of dropping down.
Talk about high stakes.
The purgatory mezzanine, as we like to call it.
Right.
You mentioned Manchester United's struggles, and their position in the table really epitomizes that term. Not quite in the drop zone,
Yeah.
but certainly not where their fans expect them to be.
It's that feeling of limbo, right? No clear direction, just a constant sense of unease. Their match against Brentford is crucial. A win, and they might just breathe a sigh of relief. Anything less, and the murmurs of discontent will only grow louder. You can practically feel the tension radiating from Old Trafford. Brentford are no pushovers, though. They've got that knack for pulling off upsets, especially at home. You have to wonder how Manchester United fans are feeling, knowing every week is a potential roller coaster ride.
It's a tense time to be a United supporter, that's for sure. They're caught in that no man's land, desperate for a sign of things to come. And this weekend, while all eyes are on them, there's another team quietly making their move.
You highlighted Oxford United's progress in the championship, a team that often flies under the radar.
It's easy to overlook them, especially with all the drama at the top and bottom of the table. But their recent draw against West Brom, a team vying for promotion, speaks volumes. It seems they're drawing inspiration from their mid-1980s era, a period you made note of when they consistently challenged for honors.
They're showing a resilience and tactical discipline reminiscent of that era. It'll be interesting to see if they can maintain this momentum and push for a place in the playoffs. Their story is a good reminder that in football, as in life, sometimes it's the quiet achievers who make the biggest impact.
I love that, the quiet achievers. It's why we love this sport, isn't it? You never quite know how the narrative will unfold. One minute you're celebrating a victory, the next you're analyzing a defeat, wondering what could have been.
That's the beauty of it. And as we've explored today, each result is more than just a scoreline. It's a chapter in a much larger story, filled with history, rivalries, and the unpredictable nature of the beautiful game.
And you, my friend, are right in the thick of it. Experiencing these stories unfold across multiple leagues. You're not just watching matches, you're connecting with the wider world of football.
So as you gear up for the next round of fixtures, take a moment to appreciate the intricate web of narratives at play. Consider the historical echoes, the individual battles, and the collective dreams that fuel each and every match.
What a brilliant way to sum it up. Thanks for diving into these results with me. Until next time.